What's up, YouTube? This is Nathendo145, back again with another video. Sorry that it's been so long. I've been a little busy since I started school this week. But with that aside, I'm going to do my June to August pickups video for everything I got in between June, July, and August of 2025. So I'm actually going to have it separated in parts here. So this is everything I got in June. So and the majority of the stuff I'm going to show is going to be from the Game Store Hunter series that I finished last video. Anyway, so I got at the first store Gran Turismo 6, NASCAR 2011, sorry, that was not good. PGR Project Gotham Racing 3, Asphalt Urban GT, Ford Racing Off-Road, and F1 2011. This store, I picked these up on June 25th. This was when I filmed the first episode of the Game Store Hunter series. And then June 29th, when I filmed the second video, I got some games that I don't really like. This store had kind of a weaker selection on purchases. The only two purchases worth it were these two, but with that aside, I got SpongeBob's Surf and Skate Road Trip, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, a game that is unplayable because I don't feel like getting an Xbox Live account right now, Forza Motorsport 4, Gears of War, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and Star Wars The Force Unleashed. So that is everything I picked up in June of 2025. Now here are my July purchases. Now, first, on July 2nd, 2025, which is the day I filmed the third video in the series, I picked up a better selection of games compared to the previous video prior to that. PGR 4, because I got the third game, so I figured I'd get the next one. Shift 2 Unleashed, Need for Speed game, of course. A limited edition, by the way. Viva Pinata Party Animals, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, and Call of Duty Ghosts. Pretty good selection of games, and games that actually never got around to playing Viva Pinata for whatever reason, so I need to get to that very soon when I have the time. Probably after this video. Then next on the 10th, I believe, I picked up, for the next video in the series, I think this is the fourth store, I picked up Star Fox Command, Forza Motorsport 2, the standard release. Not the standard release, just a standalone release, because originally I had the 2-disc release where it came with the 2 discs of Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Forza Motorsport 2. Because I didn't care about Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I wanted to get a standard release, no matter if it was, I didn't care if it was Platinum Hits or not, but because this is what they had, I just ended up getting it, and then I replaced the Marvel Ultimate Alliance with Forza Motorsport 2. And then Halo 3, and then Fast and Furious Showdown. And then on the 23rd, I went to another store. This had a better selection than either two of these stores. This was the 5th store, if I'm remembering correctly, and I picked up Forza Horizon, Gears of War 2, the Game of the Year edition, where this is actually a slipcover, so if I take it off with one hand, you'll see that it's actually a slipcover here, and then just the case here. Then I got F1 2010, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and Ridge Racer 3D. So that's all my purchases for July. Now let's move to our final month. Now finally to August, where I picked up the most things. Where I made the most purchases. As the months went by, the number of purchases got bigger, you could say. But first, on August 3rd, I picked up Kirby Squeak Squad. This is the 6th to last store. This is a 6th store Kirby Squeak Squad, Mario Strikers Charged, NASCAR '08, Ridge Racer 7, and Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. And then, at a store I went to that was not part of the series, but a store I went to during my vacation to North Carolina, I picked up NASCAR '09, F1 2012, New Super Luigi U, the standalone release, Nintendo Land. I got it brand new, sealed. What a steal there, because I only paid $21 for it. Grand Theft Auto 4, and Metroid Other M. Another game I got sealed and only paid $29 for it. So 2 steals. Double steal. That was on August 8th, by the way. If I said August 10th, I feel like I did. But if I did, that was a mistake. But then about a few days later, I got Beatles Rock Band with a guitar controller. And then on the 21st, I went to my 7th and last game store. So I picked up Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Gran Turismo 5 Prologue, Assassin's Creed 3, Forza Motorsport 3, Hyrule Warriors, New Super Mario Bros. U, the standard release, because I wanted to get the single releases for those games, not the 2 games on the one disc. Pikmin 3, and then the original release for Mario Kart 7. So now I have a first print release of Mario Kart 7 because this was my very first game. This was not my first copy, of course, but Mario Kart 7 in general was the first game I ever bought when I was a kid. That was the very first video game I bought. I bought it when I was 9, back during the summer of 2018. And this last and final store, was where I made the biggest number of purchases for it. Oh, and I also picked up a Wii wheel. A black Wii wheel for my black Wii remote. And then my last 2 purchases were Apple purchases, because I'm starting to get into the idea of old Apple nostalgia. One I picked up on August 24th from eBay, or one that I purchased from eBay, was an old 13-inch MacBook. I think this is a MacBook Pro, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But it's a MacBook Pro, and I got this because I want to experience Mac OS X Snow Leopard with the glossy, reflective-looking buttons and icons and such. It's like eye candy. It's Fruitiger Aero. I call it, many people refer to it as eye candy, but I would refer to it as gummy candy I refer to it like that because of how shiny it looks. And they look like digital but real elements. And then an iPhone 3GS, which the only thing I use it for, because I can't successfully jailbreak it, I put, just like I did with my iPod Classic, I put music and videos onto it. And I like the old display of the music here. And this is before Apple Music, by the way. This is just like the music app where you would like put music you purchased from iTunes from your computer onto it. Even though this device does have access to iTunes, but here are the songs that I have on it. There you go. A lot of music from like the late 2000s to the early 2010s, as that's when these phones were released, and those were some popular songs of the time, of course. During the peak era of music, I will also say. And I also remember from this, I remember seeing this a bunch of times when I was a little baby, old Apple devices with this old slide to unlock. I think that's much more satisfying than doing it on a modern iPhone, because it's something I saw when I was a little boy. But yeah, and the old sounds too, even though that sounds similar to the Apple noise when you turn off your phone now. But yeah, those are all of my purchases throughout June, July, and August of 2025. Thank you for watching this video. I had to take a few breaks to prepare every part, and it took me a while to edit this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, and stay tuned for my 2005 to 2012 living in video. Watch my video that's actually going to describe that series if you haven't. And I edited it. This is the computer I edited it with because I also wanted to use old iMovie from like 2009. That era of iMovie with the old text transitions and stuff. But by the way, this is what my setup currently looks like. And this is close enough, the closest enough to what it's going to look like when that series comes. It will start in about 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, even though on Monday, September 14th, up to, Sunday, September 14th to Saturday, September 20th. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and have a good day.